Manchester United 0, Arsenal 1. Big win for Arsenal on the first game of the season. Much improved performance for Manchester United, definitely, compared to a lot of performances last week. But what did you make of it, Flex?
I'm still annoyed, man. I'm still annoyed. You got to take the positives because of where we're coming from in terms of performance. Because if you want to start being a good team again.
Tenny said, by the way, he said with another super chat, he says, Flex can take all the positives.
Yeah, you'll take the points. Yeah, I've heard all the cliches. We'll just hope you take the title at the end of the season.
Who's taking what title?
It's like...
Well, they need to take something.
Oh, I thought you said, we'll see who takes the title.
Oh, no.
I said, hey ho.
Not my team. He's obviously.
And weirdly enough, he wants Arsenal to win the league.
There you go.
He does.
So,
that's just very weird now, isn't it?
That's fine. Take the 3 points and put it into your kitty towards the big kitty. You need to actually win this thing and stop coming second.
Shameless.
But listen. When you're a very, very bad team, you don't click your fingers and become a very, very good team. You see incremental changes. You see progress. You see processes. You see improvements, which aren't always going to turn into wins. They're not always going to navigate into points. And you need to build up consistency in doing that. I thought our game plan was brilliant. I thought the physicality that we showed with the new signings in terms of Cunha and Mbeumo, Calafiori, nightmares with Mbeumo, didn't want to see him. Cunha was the way he ran past Declan Rice a couple of times.
Rice had a stinker.
He did. Rice did have a stinker by his high standards.
But
there's been a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, just dump it in.
Sorry, Flex is talking.
Dump it onto the penalty spotters. You know what I mean?
Works.
It works.
Doesn't win you a league though.
So with what Arsenal did, there's a lot made that like Arsenal just weren't at the races. Man United made them look bad. Like tactically, the way we set up, we nullified their offence. That's the quietest I've ever seen Bukayo Saka. I said to Turkish on Box to Box when he asked me who you most scared of, I always say Saka. Luke Shaw 1v1 against Saka is not something I enjoy seeing over the Premier League over the years. But my God, Luke Shaw was brilliant. I think
Dorgu was good.
Dorgu was excellent, and I've been saying in pre-season he's been improving. I thought Matthias de Ligt understood the assignment with Gyökeres to make him know this ain't Portugal.
Did get bodied
and
once,
he got bodied once, and then I've all the other 9, 10, 11 times it was Gyökeres who was looking like, okay, this Premier League thing's serious. If you like, trust me.
Yeah.
That was what's happening. It's almost like Amrim said, listen, I know this guy's strengths and weaknesses. Matthias, if you want to defend against him, here's what you're gonna have to do. And he understood that in Simon. Martinelli, shocking. Madueke, Matisse was probably laughing at that cameo. I don't know what he was doing. He got cooked by Ahmad. Having said all this, though, the reason why Arsenal come out with the 3 points is for a multitude of reasons. They've got the best defence in the league across all of it.
Yeah.
They're just so strong. And Gabriel and Saliba, they just find ways to be resolute. We're not on it. Our midfield's not really functioning. Our attack's null and void, essentially. Let's do our thing. Man United, we gifted them a goal. We gifted Arsenal a goal in 2 ways. One, to even lead to that to the corner, Bruno Fernandes gives a hospital pass to Yoro that he doesn't want, which leads us into having to defend it out for a corner. And then some United fans are trying the foul thing, and Mason Mount and Saliba are there, he's pulling his shirt a bit. They're all just jostling for positions, man. Bayern, that's just criminal. I'm sorry. There's no other way to say it. A weak left wrist and just, the set piece Arsenal win again. And you can't make those types of mistakes against Arsenal because their defence is so good. And this new look Arsenal that Arteta's trying to put down of this resolute, don't need to be on the front foot and we just want to win.
They're trying to be Chelsea.
Yeah.
They're trying to be
this
the
is
old
like
Chelsea.
a Mourinho. This is like a Mourinho Chelsea kind of thing. Not that Arsenal, listen, you got 3 points. That's all that matters. It's the first game of the season. So I was giving you the banner that you're lucky and all that.
We weren't lucky.
This could be, you look back and you go, listen, first game of the season, remember we weren't on it and Man United still collected 3. When you're in the groove, it's not going to matter in the grand scheme of things. You did win the game. But the positives for us is that we look way more competitive. We look more organised. We play with intent. Cunha and Mbeumo, you can just see what happens with Bayern Premier League proven quality. That man just knew what to do. Of course, you can say, knew everything but scored, or this, that, and the other. That will come. They're playing in a whole new front line, trying to learn how to play together. Šeško didn't start the game. Mason Mount was excellent. that was like the Chelsea Mason Mount that I was used to seeing. Active, pressing people, really good on the ball. I'm going, okay.
Oh, we didn't scam you now, yeah?
No, he's still a scam.
Okay.
Still a scam. But we have to take the positives from that. But they will mean nothing if we go to Fulham and don't win. Do you know what I mean? And then all of a sudden you got Burnley.
Should have got a pen though.
It was never a penalty. Don't be ridiculous.
Saliba was clumsy.
It's clumsy.
He was clumsy.
Saliba had a shot.
I don't think it was.
If you look at it, right, Bruno Fernandes is backing into him. He backs into him. Or Cunha, they backs into him. What a penalty.
No, but your guy's gone to the ground and hasn't got the ball and's got more of the man and hardly any ball. But it wasn't
not a penalty. Listen, right, for me, I come out of the ground, right, there was loads of United fans coming up to me saying, yeah, you're lucky. I go, we weren't lucky. I go, we were resilient. Right, you think we were lucky?
I think you were lucky.
How were we lucky?
Well,
tell me how we were lucky.
You were lucky that they didn't score, but that's not your fault, right?
So then we're not lucky.
United, but
we're
I
not
think
lucky.
You were lucky to get away with the penalty for sure.
We're not lucky. It's not a penalty. Even you just heard Flex and Man United.
Do you know why I would say
it's not lucky?
I wouldn't.
We're resilient.
Luck is too far of a word. You got gifted a goal and then you made sure you defended.
We got gifted a goal, but we took.
But the better team lost.
You took
the mistake was made, which happens in games, right?
And we took it.
I think you're fortunate playing Man United as early as you did. Yeah. Because hold on, because that Manchester United team, what they showed in that game is they're gonna be a problem.
All right.
As the season goes on, and I think with you guys, if we go through your team, we can't name many good performances. We really can't. Right? I'm struggling. Raya. And that's maybe about it. Maybe a couple of defenders.
Even he was shaky, though.
You know, so that's what I'm saying. That's why I say you're fortunate because you didn't really have anyone that played well.
Let me just say,
even defensively, you still got opened up enough times. So it wasn't like you guys were resilient the whole game. You got opened
we also
up
opened them up quite a few times.
But you got opened up enough times by Man United in that
maybe
game.
we should have been a bit better with some of our final passes and that in some of our transitions. We could add more goals.
All I'm saying is that ain't sustainable.
Obviously it's not sustainable. It's the first game of the season.
Yeah.
But to say we got lucky, we didn't get lucky. We were resilient, right? And then that's what And also, I remember last week. Well, before you jump in, last week, right? I was on Sky on Saturday, and people were saying I was being a bit disrespectful because I said I think it could be actually a decent time to catch United before those players get going. And you saw it for yourself. You know what I mean? They're rusty. We're still rusty. I think that game was really intense. I was at the game, as you know. The atmosphere there, right, when it kick off, I was like, bloody hell, like, listen, nobody in this league would want to be going to Old Trafford first game of the season. That's a tough assignment, right? Yeah. And to leave there with 3 points, it's not about the performance, it's about sometimes you've got to be a bit resilient. We went a goal up. We went a goal up. Yeah, we found a little bit, a little touch we found, right?
Hi-ho,
but that's a great start.
Great result.
That's a great start for us. That out of all the teams, you could say
that's the best result of the weekend.
You consider top 4. That's the toughest assignment. That atmosphere there was popping at Old Trafford. I ain't heard that place.
I do agree. That's getting lost. That's getting lost with obviously how good we were. Like the better team lost, but what is getting lost in the translation?
How great of a result
is actually, like you said, you walked away with the 3 points.
Trust me, man. Like it's a great result for us, right? That's not like we face a sort of a team at home that we're supposed to win against. And I said to this United fan after the game, when he was going, yeah, but we were the better team. I said, yeah, but listen, last season, your first game of the season, Fulham were the better team than you. Yeah. They were bopping you off the park, but you won. Was you there going up?
The last 2 seasons. Season before that, it was Wolves.
Yeah, when Xerxes was there firing his shots, and you weren't moaning, were you? Right. So at the end of the day, right, it's for me to go away to Old Trafford.
Valid.
First game of the season when that came out of our hat, and I saw that, I was like, nah, man, first game.
And the game was going like that. The game we were.
You were on us.
We were putting it on you.
Yeah, you were putting it on us, but
slapping it on you. And the thing is,
but that's when you need a good defense. That's when you need a good goalkeeper.
I agree, and that's why I give the props. For me, I can take positives because us going forward now, I'm going. It was a breath. I'm not gonna lie. I was gonna say it was a breath of fresh air to see.
You actually played better than that when you played this last time as well.
100%. Right? But it was a breath of fresh air to see when that ball. Any time the ball went to Cunha and Mbeumo, I started to get familiar and be like,
something's going to happen.
I can expect.
You can
look after the ball. No one can bonk you off the ball.
Cunha versus Saliba.
Oh my
corner.
God.
That was nice.
And it was like
Everyone had Saliba to win that.
I know what you're on, Saliba, but I'm on this. I'm hard, but like you can't do that to me. And like when
what a wrestling match.
When Cunha got that shot off the left foot one that's saved by Raya, he just powered through the middle of Declan Rice and Ben White.
He touches it around him.
Yeah.
And
it was like the Son run.
Yes.
Against Burnley.
No, not that one. When we had
it's
the
in his own half.
It's similar to that.
Yes.
The way that Mbeumo run.
No, not that run.
Not that one.
No, I'm talking about the one in the box where he got the left foot shot off. And it was like a short, like just not much space to operate. Just push the ball forward and just push past both the man. Then that one, what you're saying, just took the ball half turn. I'm gone. Late as you made a and then Mbeumo, Calafiori just didn't want to see him. And the only thing,
I know Abby was getting excited with this Man United performance.
And we lost. That's what I'm saying. I've lost again. It's another home loss, and then you get the other side of not giving that.
Listen,
United fans,
for United fans,
props,
for United fans, is encouraging signs. I mean, no doubt about it. You brought in two real top quality players in Cunha and Mbeumo. They were a problem all game. But as I said, right, I said it last week. I said it yesterday, right? Why didn't they go and buy a goalkeeper, right?
Yeah,
the goalkeeper's been a big problem for Manchester United over the past 2 seasons, right? And I was expecting it would be a Nana in goal, and I still say they should be buying a goalkeeper. This other guy is even worse.
But like, what's
right?
your
that
thoughts
should
with
have been the
that?
first
Like
thing
what?
you did in the transfer market.
Dropping a night, like just like out there, like arguably there's other opportunities he could have dropped him before.
No, but he's not actually. That's just the thing that the media created the thing like he'd been dropped.
Yeah.
The guy did not play all the way through pre-season. His hamstring was gone. He was out for like 5 weeks.
But neither of them should be playing because you should have a new keeper.
I agree that Binder's not good enough. And the problem is though, what we're failing to remember, is that Man United need everything. We scored 44 goals last season. Can you not? You can't blame them for going. We need to invest it. Let's get a whole new front line. Like.
But with the same importance,
but I agree.
Should be getting a keeper.
Well, I do agree with that though, because the keeper's a massive. And I've said this for the longest time. The number 6 position alongside Bruno, with Bruno instead of Bruno, whatever you want to say, is going to be a problem. You know, Garte came on and stunk the place out as well. So,
he was awful,
terrible. But the goalkeeper. The reason why we have lost that game yesterday was because of the goalkeeper. That's why, not because Arsenal were good or just resilient, because then it would have been a draw. Because you didn't do it. But Bayern didn't have to make a save.
Yeah, but then you don't know the dynamics of a game. Maybe we wouldn't have sat in so much because we wouldn't be winning 1-0. Maybe we'd be going for it more. So
but before that goal happened, we was on you then too.
When you play away from home, an intense place like that, that was
just get the result and leave.
That's why that's the difference between a friendly and a proper game. That was 10 times more intense than anything we played throughout pre-season. To come away with a win, it was fantastic. I know you wanted to.
I was just going to ask you about Gyökeres. I just was going to ask you about that because we said.
Well, he didn't make his debut, did he?
He had a quiet game.
Quiet. Poor is the word, I'd say.
Do you know what I'll say?
You don't want to say that word.
Do you know what I'll say?
Listen, let me just say.
What was the thing? It was
First game of the season.
Gyökeres.
But you can say he had a crap game.
Two things can be true, right? 2 things can be true here. Gyökeres will score a hat full of goals for Arsenal.
Yeah.
But that debut, he was awful.
Yeah.